Hey guys, welcome to Warrior Poet Society. I am not John Lovell, I am Evan Temple. John is on some much needed R&R, but the SG ads must go on. So if you're looking for great outdoor apparel, guns, accessories, hunting accessories, and more, check out sportsmansguide.com and use code WARPOET. And we got some really amazing stuff coming in 2020. Some big secrets, some surprises, you're gonna wanna see it. And let's roll that video.
Now for rifle 1 or even rifle 2, would you recommend a battle belt, or would you recommend a chest rig? Would you recommend wearing armor? If you're not if you're just a civilian, LEO, I can understand wanting to train in your armor, but
so train like you fight. What are you preparing for? Why did you come? I'm going to ask you a question right back. And if you're the Boogaloo Commando, it's like, man, all of this is coming all of this is coming crashing down tomorrow. Oh, you got a job, right? You got a job. Not tomorrow. The world's going to end. You know, and I make fun of I'm not Chicken Little thinking it's all crashing down tomorrow, but probably the day after. All right, what else, guys?
So John, I brought an 18-inch barrel and a 10-inch barrel. Is one better to break out at different times of the day today? 18-inch
barrel is really DMR kind of stuff. It's longer range stuff. That's the only reason I would want an 18-inch barrel. Even if I'm doing recon stuff, 18 inches is catching on bushes and stuff. It's not even ideal. And the ballistic advantage you get from the 5.56 round from a 16-inch barrel to an 18-inch barrel, both in round velocity and just being able to reach out and touch something, is so negligible unless you're shooting a more powerful round, something that's going to have a better, it's going to have a little bit more weight to keep stable longer distance. I'd rather have a 16-inch, and really a 14.5 works awesome. I'm not seeing much advantage there. It just becomes heavier and more cumbersome moving over and under thickets and fences and stuff. So really, with ARs, I've really just say shorter is better, especially when you put a can on something. You want to go shorter, but you don't want to drop below around 10.5 or so, 11-inch. When you do, there's a diseconomies of scale. There's a ballistic fall off where your round, every time you cut an inch off, you lose about 100 feet per second, plus or minus. And once you get down somewhere, you know, you're starting around 3,000, 3,200 feet per second, depending on what round you're shooting. Once you get kind of around that 2,400 feet per second, the lethality of that round kind of tanks, where you were great at 26 and then you get down here and then there's a ballistic fall off of it's not doing stuff internally at close range that you really wish it would. You think about the 9mm bullet here is far fatter than that .22, right? We're shooting a 22 caliber bullet here. Tiny little thing. It's a .223, right? Way thinner than that 9mm big girl compared to the 22, but it's traveling 3 times the speed almost in some cases. And so it's the speed that is really devastating. So anyway, do not go shorter than a 10 for sure. Maybe a 10.5 or 11 for 5.56 for sure. When you do something else, like I've got 300 blackout guns, you can go really short on barrels, and it's built to burn the powder far quicker, and so you'll have full powder burn in a 8-inch barrel, and so that's built for suppression and a quicker burn in a shorter distance. So a 300 blackout, that rule is gone. I'm specifically talking about 5.56. Other questions?
What's your thoughts on a red dot versus LPVO?
My thoughts on a red dot versus an LPVO. There's a train. So there's nothing faster, up close and personal, than a simple red dot. Period. No magnification, so 1x, no magnification. So what you see is truly real life in a simple red dot. Nothing can get faster than that. Now, especially as I'm getting older and my eyes are becoming worse, and I didn't have great longer distance vision in the first place. To be able to have some magnification is really important, and it's less really in the game of AR-15s where I'm really thinking 50 yards, 100 yards and in, really. That's what I'm really thinking about where I'm at now. Even at that distance, you could say, well, I don't need magnification. Like, well, I actually do. I want to be able to cam in and identify. Magnification for me is really more about what's in his hands. Who is that? What is that? And camming in to be able to see longer distances. And so I'm using the magnification for that. I like the LPVOs. If this is a 3X right here, and this is outrageously expensive, I can get a pretty decent LPVO for a fraction of the price, and it'll be pretty good. Now, the problem with some of the LPVOs is, one is I want a 1 power, so it's like I'm getting basically the benefits of a red dot optic, simple, and it's a 1X, but they're virtually never really truly 1X. They'll advertise 1X. I get that it says 1X on the box, but really it's a 0.96. And there's this slight delay, like, you know, when you put on glasses you haven't put on in a while, and then you go, whoa, you do that thing? That's what an LPVO that's not truly a 1 power like this. This is just a look through. There is no magnification. There's no extra lenses you're looking through like an LPVO or any magnified optic. So there can be this tiny little delay. You can train past a good bit of that, but it is still a little difficult. Some of them are a 1.04. If you pay a lot and it's really good glass, there are sometimes you can get like really a truly 1 by, but then you've got scope shadow and eye relief issues and all kinds of things. And suffice it to say, if you think it's home defense kind of things, no LPVO. If you think you might have to engage at distance and identify something, I love LPVOs. So I really love both. Something else you could do is get a magnifier that pops up or twists out of view so you can have kind of your cake and eat it too. And I really like LPVOs. I like this. People really want me to take a hard line and say which I like better, and I kind of like, my favorite thing is what I've been shooting lately. So if I'm shooting my Vortex Razor on whatever gun, I just love that razor. And then I pick this up or one of these and I'm like, man, that simple red dot, woo, that's great. And then I want to see something farther away. I'm like, man, I wish I had that LP. So I flip flop. I don't know. It's all wonderful. All right, what else?
Is there anything you avoid? Like just in general?
Cats. I hate cats. Cats are the worst.
Just little vicious murderers.
They are. They are. So, yeah, cats, lice. So I'm sorry, my joke, what do you mean by that?
Like bad levers. I mean,
So-
I've seen a lot of people talking
High
bad about
points.
those lately. Just like, I'm probably not gonna say like a brand, but I mean like specifically like, is there anything you should look for on your rifle and just like, this is probably a bad idea, and you just don't know it?
Well, it's all going to be context driven. I have a very specific context. And so I can't say that because I have to first understand someone's context. Some people have some big accoutrement laying off the side, and then I'm like, that's dumb. And he's like, well, I'm handicapped. And so this is what I'm like, well, sorry, bro. My bad. Let me buy you something. And so I assuage my guilt a little bit. And so like, man, I need context. I need to know a lot more before I'll just say something that's bad or good. But there are certainly really dumb ideas out there. I'm not of the postmodern garbage philosophy where all opinions are glorious and all ideas are fantastic. Man, there's some ideas out there that straight up suck. They're just not springing to mind at the moment. You mentioned bad levers. Bad levers are really fast. That some people love them. Some people have them hang up on gear and stuff. And my thing is, if I have a bad lever, I want to put bad levers on everything or nothing. And so that's how I'm rolling with it. And so anyway, if you love them, fantastic. They have a real purpose. I get it. Somebody else over here?
Slings? How do you feel about those for like on defense and stuff? You know?
I like slings on everything. So yeah, and it's the same kind of sling. Links down below for my sling setup, what I really like, and on all this joy, I'll give you links for it. But I want the sling set up the exact same way. I've got a video on sling setup. I'll provide a link down below for that video. It'll help you out a lot. But I like slings on everything. Yeah.
More of a 2-point sling, or
It's a 2-point sling. 1 points were designed by feminists so that every time you went hands off, it would rack you in the gents. And 1-point slings are no bueno for me. There is a place for 1-point slings. A lot of times where 1-point slings really shine is where you're kitted out, you got body armor, so you got some standoff, and you can link a 1-point sling to you, and when your rifle falls, it falls across your body arm, and it doesn't impede your ability to take steps, run, walk. It's not hitting the boys, and it holds it in place. So, but for me just running pretty sterile of like, I am wearing a t-shirt and a jacket, you know, of like this, I hate 1-point slings for me right here. 3-point slings is just a bad idea always. 3-point slings, I hate them. It's just like this nasty goat rope of weird stuff. I don't get it. I don't get it. 3 points are a bad idea. I don't like them. I can understand why some would run a 1-point sling sometimes. For my part, I think if you don't have a strong opinion one way or the other, you should do a 2-point sling. It is best. Cool. And it should be adjustable. All right, guys, that's it for you. Thanks for tuning in. Train hard, train smart. We're going to do all the cool stuff now, right? All right. Peace.